Let me know if you hear me loud and clear out there. What's up, kids for life? What's up? Forever, kids forever. What's up, man? How you doing? We're gonna let a couple people join the channel. We're gonna get this. We're gonna kick this show off. Um, but I want to talk about a few things that I've been doing here for the channel. I've been making a lot of moves and you know upgrades to the channel and stuff. In fact, yesterday I didn't log in my show yesterday because in fact yesterday I was on another person's platform, and there were three of us on the platform when we talked. You guys could check out the show if you would like. It's on Dr. um Boxing Talk. It's Dr. Boxing Talk. And I didn't come on until like I think he was like already like an hour in. I couldn't find how to like uh get the Discord because he was doing it on Discord and I never did it with Discord. So I got on. We had a pretty good time. We talked about a lot of interesting topics, the Dante Wilder. And we're gonna get into that in this show right here. But as well as um I wanted to talk about some of like the things and changes, but I'm gonna let a few more people join, and we're gonna get into that. So while they join, uh, on the other show, I was talking about Dante Wilder versus Zhang. Everybody's talking about it. It's coming up. We're a day away, and look, my prediction in this fight is about as good as yours, to be honest with you. Okay. The last time we saw Dante Wilder, everybody thought we were going to see a better version of Dante Wilder. We thought we were getting the returned, right? Instead, what we got was a guy that was a little gun shy, a man that looked like he didn't want to engage. He took to social media and he talked about what he felt like in the ring and everything. And he feels like he was like at peace with himself, too at peace. Like he didn't have that killer veracity. Well, I don't think it had anything to do with that. In fact, I think it had to do with the fights that he had against Tyson Fury. And I think those fights that he had are starting to take their toll. I think when he was in that ring with Parker, he was a little gun shy because I think he didn't want to take the risk of being knocked out or knocked down, and I don't think he believes in himself enough. And he didn't do enough, and Parker saw that, and he hopped all over him, and he took the fight right. So you know, it's for me, it's more mental at this point. He's got the probably one of the best right hands of as a heavyweight. So when you possess that kind of power, you can never count that kind of man out of the fight ever. It's whether or not he's willing to mix it up to land his big punch, or to try to create situations what I don't think he's gonna do, unless he's like blitzing forward or he catches you with that straight right. It's pretty fast. He can throw it pretty fast. Um, so, but Zhang scares me in this fight for him. Zhang's coming off, a couple big wins, and he feels like he has that momentum, to carry him. So, I'm scared, man, because Zane's jab and that 1-2, that straight 1-2, 1-2, he can hurt Dante Wilder. He has that kind of power. He might not have like straight out knockout power, but he has one punch put down power. Yeah, he could put you down with one punch. You might get up. but he can drop you. And for how long can Dante Wilder fight him off? But it's a risk for Zhang too, right? Check it out. While he's trying to come in, all Dante Wilder got to do is clip him one time, and either he drops him or he puts him on spaghetti legs. And he's on roller skates going backwards. His feet are giving up, and Dante's on the attack. You know, um, that's where he's not really good at. He's not. He's not good at. Dante Wilder doesn't know distant management. He doesn't know, um, you know, the flexibility of the human body, right? The angles. Like, um, if you got a guy going back and he's staggering like this, he's watching you. He's seeing the speed that you're coming in on, and he's gonna judge it. And what he's gonna try to do is like act like going like this and then lunge forward and grab you. Your momentum is gonna go into him, your punch gonna get stifled, and he's gonna grab you. You see? Had you anticipated and understood timing, you wouldn't have came in so fast. You would have stepped in. Boom, 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 step right in. And then bam, bam, straight down, right? You would have gave yourself a little distance so that when he did try that move to try to come and grab you, you can just step back, boom, uppercut, or wherever you see, however the fight is playing out. So Dante Wilder has never been a type of guy that understood distance, and the right distance. He always, blunt forward, coming forward. So how much better can a guy get in one training camp when you were that far off? I mean, he doesn't really need a lot of skill in the heavyweight division. You just need that punch. But Zhang, look, I like how he fights, but I'm starting to question, was it the fact that Joy Joyce was just out of shape? Joy Joyce in those fights looked slow as hell. The first one, he looked so slow. I was like, what the? And in the second fight, I thought he would light a fire under his eye and come out. Man, he even looked slower. He looked fast for like about a minute and 10 seconds. And for the rest of her fight, he went right back to what he looked like in the first fight. That was it. So, it seemed like the Chinese heavyweight, he had a little help with those fights. It's not easy knocking out Joe Joyce, and then he fight Parker. So yeah, this is a bad fight for Dante Wilder. I mean, but like I say, with that right hand, anything is possible. Anything is possible with him. So yeah, where the hell is everyone at? Man, I tell you, there's a lot of big fights coming up right now. And Tank Davis and Frank Ghost Martin, they're gonna be going at it in New York. And on the same day, you're gonna have Subriya Matias and Liam Paro going at it, right? But they have some big cards, uh, you know, coming to the Teo fight on the 29th. And there's a lot of reschedules right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of you've heard from me that Tim Zoo's out and they're not going to let him fight. I guess they don't feel like it's enough time from that cut, I guess, on top of his forehead. I'm not sure, right? But they took him out. Now, who they going to fill in for Virgil Ortiz Jr.? Um, there was a couple names being thrown around, and then the one name that I really thought that can come into the equation right now was Errol Spence Jr., but he seems to be fighting Sebastian Fondora, and he wasn't going to be ready for this August date anyway. So I don't think Errol was actually cleared. No, Errol's cleared. Errol's definitely cleared. Yeah. That cardiac surgery, they didn't give him no suspended for that, right? After he got that other eye surgery. No. They didn't give him anything for that. So, but he's gonna be fighting Sebastian. So I was like, well, he's not gonna be able to take that fight. Look, right now, I believe that Tank Davis right now needs to like really focus on this fight, going back with Floyd Mayweather again and stuff. Look, these are all ploys from Floyd Mayweather, and I talked about this, and he's very good at this shit. It seems like when Tank Davis is having a fight scheduled, all of a sudden the theatrics of Floyd Mayweather comes out, and I mean, like they just be going at it, right? And it adds to the fight, and then you have other people on YouTube channels doubling down on what Floyd is saying. And Floyd is saying that he believes that, yeah, Tank Davis has better power, but Shakur Stevenson's a better boxer, an overall better fighter. Now, whether people want to take what Floyd says with a grain of salt or, say, oh, if Floyd said it, I guess it makes it so. That's not how fighting works. That's not how fighting works. The only way you can tell who's better out of Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis is when they get in the ring. Eventually, they're going to have to meet each other. They're in the same weight division, right? But I think that that fight's going to look different than a lot of people think. I really don't think that Shakur Stevenson and there's just going to exchange with him. I think it's going to be one of those kind of fights where, remember when Floyd used to fight the bigger guys like Cotto and stuff, right? And it was kind of like one hit and out, one punch out, 1, 2 out. And Floyd utilized a lot of his leg work, and he would just watch for his openings, try to get him frustrated, try to get him to exchange with him, get in, get out, do not admire your work. Floyd never stuck in the inside with Cotto. He went up against the ropes a few times and he was taking some damage, but not much. And he knew how to work around the much bigger opponent like Cotto's. So, you know, when you think about this scenario about Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, I always it'll always go back to the to the reality for me. I won't live on fantasy island. The only way I'm gonna find out the answer to that question is the day they get in the ring with each other. And on that day, we'll find out. But other than that, that's just mere speculation. That's just for me, Floyd just stirring the pot. Now you got to remember, you got to keep this in mind, okay? Um, they say Tank Davis ain't signed to Floyd Mayweather. I beg to differ. If Floyd Mayweather owns PBC and Tank Davis fights for who? The PBC. How is Floyd not making money off of him? That's my question. You might be like trying to be your own separate entity. And I guess on the contract, it'll just be like whole promotion with Javante Davis promotion with PBC, Al Heyman, et cetera, and then Floyd Mayweather on the back burner. But Mayweather has come out publicly numerous of times and said, "What if you deal with Al Heyman, you deal with me? That's I'm Al Heyman is me. I am Al Heyman. We together." So if you saying you ain't messing with Floyd and you doing work with Al Heyman, then you doing money with business with Floyd. The only thing about Floyd is that Floyd, he's too busy spending his wealth, and he should be. I don't think he should waste countless years being a hardcore boxing promoter, dive right back into boxing when you just got out of a long career. You know, um, and I don't think he's really boxing promoter material, Floyd Mayweather. Most boxing promoters, if you haven't noticed, who they were before they became boxing promoters, most of them were lawyers, very, very smart men. Don King is a very, very smart dude. He might not be a lawyer, right? And he might have came out of prison, but that dude is just as smart as those guys and he in those suits and ties. Don King's a smart dude. But Floyd ain't built like that. Business savvy like that, he's not built like that. You know, there are certain men in this world, right? Sometimes, right? I've met real gangsters, real gangsters, right? And they do. I'm not gonna glorify gangster shit, but they do everything gangsters should do, right? And I've seen that same man in the neighborhood, and I don't care how big the dude was. If anybody mouthed out to this dude or did something, he was gonna take care of business. Just put it that. And his respect was high, right? Then I seen that same dude become this small in front of a room with people with suits and ties on. And he allowed them to shrink him. On the street, none of them dudes with suits and ties would ever think about crossing him. But when he got in that room, he didn't know how to deal with that. He was out of his element, you see? And that's that's how like Floyd in business, Floyd's a boxer. Just because you know about boxing, just because you box, just because your dad doesn't gonna make you a overnight businessman. At what point did Floyd Mayweather go to business school? He made a lot of good business decisions, no brainers, because of the fact of who he was. He was the product at the time. He was just gambling on himself. He was the product. You see, and but at no point did Floyd become this businessman. When he was in the situation he was and he was walking into these rooms, he had Leonard Ellerby, Al Heyman. Ellerby was a lawyer. Them dudes are smart dudes. They doing the talking and shit. Now you think Floyd's just gonna turn into them and manage your career? That's why more than 80% of Floyd's fighters have all left him. And we heard EJ talk. We heard all these dudes talk. We heard them all talk, right? About how um the dude was getting his own fights and calling Floyd, talk about, yo, you haven't got me a fight in a while. So I ran into this dude and I said I would fight his fighter. Can I fight? And he said, Floyd never stopped me. He said, no, go ahead. Go ahead. It was like he was doing Floyd's job. And then he got tired of it and he left because Floyd doesn't have time for those dudes. He really doesn't. Floyd got like how many fucking businesses right now? He's got the weed business, the vaping business. You ever see it? The cigarette one? It got Floyd's picture on it, like Tyson. He followed right into almost everything Mike Tyson did. Floyd went copy, paste, and print. Yo, I'd be tight if I was Mike Tyson if he notices that. It's like a lot of venture and vendetta. Yeah, what Mike did, Floyd went, but Mike did the same shit everybody else did, so he can't be mad. Mike followed the blueprint from the other people, and they was like, "Yo, Mike, put your money in this." So like Floyd got like mad shit. He got like mad gyms, and he's got a gentleman's club. I don't see how he's broke. They all saying that all that money's gone and he's broke. I don't see it. I don't see it. He's got too much money invested in too much. So nah. But that money can't go in that kind of lifestyle. I could see it. That shit get crazy. And like I said, Floyd's not a real business type mind. Spend, spend, spend. And a lot of people would say you can see the signs when you see Floyd fighting in Japan, doing all those exhibitions and shit. And they saying he does it because of the money, but that's not necessarily true. No, because the lamplight, the fight, and the people cheering and saying your name is more addicted sometimes to some fighters than drugs themselves. It's like a itch they can't scratch. No matter how bad he wants to retire, like Tom Brady. Man, that man retired 30 days later. He came back to the sport. Left his wife, everything. All kinds of shit happened to that man. You see how it is? That's legendary shit. When you marry a man like that, you better know who you marrying. You can't change him. It's either come along for the ride or don't even get in the car. She should have known that. This man eat bread football. So, and those were the special ones. Those were the special ones like that. Those guys really dedicated and gave a piece of their life, a big piece of their life, and it's hard to walk away from that when that's all you know. All Floyd Mayweather knows is boxing from a young boy. From the moment he probably was able to walk, his dad had him in the gym, bro. Right? This is all he knows. And then you just want him to like quietly walk away, and he's in his house going, I still got it. And they're like 9 million to fight in Japan. 9 million, 2 minute rounds. Okay, let's go. I still got it. You know what I mean? He out there snapping the jab. And it's hard for a man to put that away. So yeah. What the hell is up with these servers? Yo, I think they switched up the server, man, on me again. Because I went on the OBS instead of on the other one. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, listen, we're gonna make a short video anyway tonight. We was gonna make a short one anyway. But I wanted some people to get in here and shit and see this with me. I'll let them catch it later. You know what I mean? But I just want to let everybody out there know that I appreciate all the donations and all my members that have subscribed to my channel and everyone that has supported me throughout all of this, family members, friends, and that helped me put all this together from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I just made some more upgrades to the show, and I would like to share that with you. I want to show you where a lot of all the donations, because the donations that I'm getting, the money I'm getting right now, ain't paying for none of this stuff. To tell you the truth, I'm paying for this stuff, right? But this is my vision, this is my passion, and this is why I do it, right? So here, let me turn on the light. I got something to show y'all. All right, that's gonna make everything much brighter, but I'm gonna switch cameras anyway. I'm gonna go to this one. Boom. So if you've been with me since the beginning, right? You remember, right, that I started this channel with my hat and a chair, and then like the next episode I had like a UFC belt, the Conor McGregor one I had and shit. And I started this channel with that. It's all I had a year ago. And I've built this channel, and I wanted to make shirts for everybody, right? So this is what I did. Check it out. By the way, so while we here, right? Why don't we just check up the setup now? This is what it looks like now. Right? Got the PlayStation here too. I got the Call of Duty on right now too on the side. So that's what you don't see on the side. The Mike Tyson poster. This is what it looks like all the way from the Lombardi Trophy going this way, right? All right. Now this is what I want to show you. So this, I went out and I got this. I got the Cricut thing to make the shirts now. I had to get another laptop. I got the press right there. And then I had to get them film things. I got them under there. I went, I got a cutting board, like all kinds of like, see? I went, I got that. And then I got all these shits right here. Got every color you could think of, all brand new. So, so that's what I'm doing. Bam Bam Boogie told me I took the day off yesterday. I don't take no days off here around one. I'm always out there getting it. You know what I mean? Getting is better for you know. What I mean? And I'm gonna have them shirts popping. I gotta learn. Yo, I'm so tired right now. I just been organizing the room, switching it up, moving furniture, trying to learn how to get this stuff up and going right now. I'm under a deadline because I want to try to bring some of them shirts out there to Puerto Rico. Then my man whispered some shit in my ear. He's like, "Quiet as kept. You make some Subria Matia shirts. Why don't you bring them shits out there with you?" I'm like, "Come on, man. I'm trying to cover. I don't want to be covering if I be a salesman and meeting fans too, and entertaining the wife, like, and trying to watch a fight, like, and get my mind right, like." Chill, chill, chill. But it was a good idea. I was like, right? But I don't think I'm gonna be nice enough by then to make the shirts. I'm not, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I might be nice and not even know it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, right? So listen, guys. Uh I'm gonna cut this video short. I'm just gonna letting you guys know that um I'm really like going to try to step up to another level, and I just want to thank all my members for supporting the brand. And there's some avenues I do lack on my show. I'm gonna get to them. There's other things that more stronger in. I can't do everything by myself, but I just want to tell you guys thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for everything here at Round One Sports Talk. And today's my son's birthday, and I just want to wish him a happy birthday here at Round One Sports Talk. Mark, yo, I love you. Happy birthday, son. Peace.